Welcome to Charles 2.0. Well, this was created during NaNoWriMo 2019, so it is a short visual novel, extremely loud, and it contains sexual content. Yay! And I installed the uncensored patch, so I have to censor it later on. Who cares? Let's just get into this. Apparently we are a president in this game, and we can date these people, maybe? I don't know. This game contains nudity, adult situations, and explicit depiction of sex, and is not suitable for children. You hear, children? Turn away now. Nudity can be displayed in preference. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, thank you. Can you hear me? I blink and my senses are assaulted by a bright light. Squeeze my eyes shut again. Sir, can you hear me? I open my eyes again, partway, letting them adjust. Slowly, the room comes into focus. I seem to be in a bed in a hospital. A woman standing at the side of my bed clears her throat. Mr. President, how are you feeling? President? She looks at me, suddenly concerned, and I realize I have no idea who she is, or where I am, or who I am. Although I guess I'm the president of something. That's as far as I know what's going on. Yay! We don't have time for games, sir. I don't know who you are or where I am. She sighs. They warned us this could happen. She shuts the door to the room and whispers something into the cuff of her suit before returning to my bedside. I am Special Agent Dana. You are a clone of the President of the United States, Charles Denton. Sure. You are the result of an experimental program to provide a backup, if you will, should the President become temporarily incapacitated. I can't read today. There was an attack on the President's motorcade. You were activated. You are due to address the press in... She looks at her watch. 5 minutes. He was supposed to have his memories as of the last time he was sequenced. That you don't is rather inconvenient. She looks at her watch again. You can't cancel or postpone the press conference any longer. I'll just have to help you prepare for it quickly. Time left 5 minutes. 10 out of 10 questions. Okay. Ask me what you think you'll need to know. Needless to say, the cloning program is highly experimental and secretive, so you must not arouse suspicion when you address the press. That includes deflecting concerns about your mental state after the attack. There are already those who questioned your ability to serve before today. Do I have a timer when it comes to... ask about the attack? That is what we are supposed to talk about. Where are we? Where did the attack occur? How is the president? Who attacked us? What was the goal of the attack? Who attacked us? We are not sure yet. Early reports indicate a likely link to East Asian terrorist groups, which is unsurprising given current tensions between the United States and that region. You should reiterate that these reports are extremely preliminary, so you should not fuel undue speculation at this time. 4.5 minutes left. What else do you want to know? Yes, more about the attack. What was the goal of the attack? We are not exactly sure at this time. As far as we can tell, it was an assassination attempt on you. Further attacks have not been reported anywhere in the country. 4 minutes left. What else do you want to know? Why did it occur? We are currently in Washington, D.C. The attack occurred as you were on your way back from Arlington, Virginia. You didn't ask, but today is November 11th, Veterans Day. 3.5 minutes left. What else do you want to know? Done. Administration. What is our foreign policy? How does manage to get along with the FBI? Where are any important people I should know about? Yes. As far as your administration, your closest aide is Mr. Jonas Hawkins. He is loyal and eager to assist you. I'm not one to speculate, but as it may be relevant here, there are whispers that he is more than just your assistant. More than my assistant. She ignores the question. Your vice president is Miss Agatha Rayner. I'm not sure there's time to run through your entire cabinet, but many of them are aware outsiders to Washington like yourselves. 3 minutes left. What else do I want to know? Okay, tell me about myself. You were born on August 12th. You are 42 years old. You were born in Minnesota but moved to Colorado for work. You were a doctor, a surgeon still living in Colorado before being elected president. Your election was a surprise at the time as someone who had never serviced in politics before. Analysts say that's why you were appealing, in addition to your background. 2.5 minutes. What do I want to know? Okay. So yes, you'll see there's a typo. This was created within a month, so it is normal that there will be typos, and I won't comment on them if I see them, since I am not a native speaker, so I do not pick up all of them. But I do see this. About my family is pretty obvious. What do you You were elected because, in your words, I don't bullshit. You have always been a straight talker and don't mince words or dance around your point. However, that same quality does not serve you well in politics. So in general, the public likes you, but your inability to get things done with Congress has been causing that opinion to shift. Alright. 2 minutes left. What else do I want to know? Subjects. Do I have to take questions? The President Denton has never shied away from questions. It would be extremely uncharacteristic for you not to answer any questions. However, given the circumstances, you could probably end the conference after answering a few. 5 questions seems like a reasonable number that would not arouse too much suspicion. 1.5 minutes. What do I want to know? Okay, cloning program. Are there other clones? This experiment doesn't seem ethical. Are we at the White House? What kind of attack was it? An autonomous vehicle filled with explosives managed to overwhelm a police blockade and detonate in proximity to your limousine. Your vehicle, of course, was armored, which absorbed the brunt of the detonation. The bulk of injuries in your vehicle, including yours and the president's, were blunt force impacts within the vehicle from the force of the explosion. More about the attack. How many? 2 more questions. How many people were injured? 4 Secret Service agents were killed. 5 other agents were injured and were taken to a hospital and range in status from fair to critical. Several senators and representatives in vehicles near yours were treated at the scene. There were no other injuries, including the agents in your limousine. No one else was riding with you. Last question. What does I don't bullshit mean in terms of speeches? Okay, let's see. Alright, terms of speeches. You don't speak like a normal politician. Your points are straightforward. You have a tendency to overshare information. The press usually understands when you have to omit information for national security, but in this case, after a direct attack on you, I imagine they will be more cautious. You don't want to give the impression that your ability to govern has been compromised by the attack. But hasn't it? She ignores the question. And now we must go. Well, I hope I did get enough information about myself. But since this press conference is mainly about the attack, me being uninjured. But then again, if the president is only... Oh shit, should have asked about the president's condition, but she said there were only blunt force trauma injuries, so I guess he's just knocked out for a little while, meaning they could have possibly postponed the conference, so to give the president time to wake up. I don't know. God damn it. But okay, they've woken up us, the clone. So I guess we'll have to do with what we have. She hands me what seems to be a wallet and a plain gold wedding ring. Here are President Denton's personal effects. You may study them, but do so as we walk. She exits the room, striding briskly to an elevator that seems to be waiting for us. Remember, primarily, do not arouse suspicion. Secondarily, do not cause undue speculation about the attackers or their motives. We get into the elevator and she fiddles with the controls. I slip the ring onto my finger and open the wallet. There's some credit cards and photos in various slots, and what looks like a fair bit of cash. How much time do I have? Game, tell me! First photo. I pull out the first photo. It features two men bundled up in ski gear, each holding their poles with the other arm around each other. Is this me? Agent Donna looks over the photo. That is you and your husband at the ski resort. Thank you. That answers my other question. Where he broke his leg. It was the first time you went skiing. I have a husband. She sighs but doesn't say anything else. I pull out the second photo. It features a dog on what looks like the White House's lawn. Whose dog is this? Agent Donna claims. Well, if you have this photo of a dog in your wallet, it is probably your own dog, right? Not that I would put a photo of my dog in my wallet, but hey. Other people do other things. I won't judge. Agent Donna glances over. Yours. She's a German Shepherd named Molly. Why are there always German Shepherds? Oh well. The photo was taken earlier this year. I do not know the exact date. Before I know it, the elevator has arrived in another identical hallway. I quickly stuff the wallet into my pocket. A couple Secret Service agents seem to be waiting for us and knocked at Agent Donna. This way, Mr. Hawkins is waiting for us. Remember that he cannot find out. No one can. Be careful. I follow her around a corner and almost run into a man standing there who seems to be fiddling with the buttons on his suit. Charles! He starts towards me, then seems to catch himself and stands stiffly in front of us. Sir, you are okay? Donna nods at him. Mr. Hawkins, just Jonas is fine, Donna. Special Agent Donna. Right, of course. He looks over at me. He shakes his hand. They're ready for you, sir. It's time, Mr. President. I hope you have what you need to get through this. I follow Jonas down a hallway way and to another elevator, he can't seem to stop staring at me. Are you okay? Oh, yeah, sorry. Sure. I guess we're in public right now. I guess I'm just amazed that you're okay. Amazed and thankful. Yep, alright. We were all worried about you when we saw the news. I guess those armored limos are something else. The elevator arrives and we pile into it, along with the Secret Service agents. Oh, pulls a comb out of his pocket. Your hair is a little, give me a second. He combs my hair, giving it one final stroke with the comb as the elevator arrives at yet another hallway. Jonas leads me down it and into a press briefing room. Good luck, sir. Alright, I'm ready for my big press conference. I'm nudged towards the podium and stand behind it, staring out at a sea of reporters. They stare back at me, digital pads at the ready. The room is eerily silent. They seem to be waiting for me to speak. My fellow Americans. Today, on what should have been a day of remembrance for those we lost, there would be politicians speak. 11th of November? No, today. Our country was ruthlessly attacked by a foreign power. Our country was attacked. There was an attempt on my life by a foreign power. There was an attempt on my life. Some bad things happened. People tried to hurt me. Okay, God damn it! Oh. So these are politicians speak. Our country was ruthlessly attacked by a foreign power. Definitely politicians speak. As well as there was an attempt on my life by a foreign power. As well as there is this information of foreign power while we do not know who was behind the attack. And we are not supposed to give out information. So, how much am I allowed to say? Was it an attempt on my life? Yes. So, am I allowed to say it was an attempt on my life? Or was it an attack on, in the country? Our country was attacked. It is both possible, since there were many more people injured, but the main target was my life. So I guess there was an attempt on my life. Would be good. Some bad things happen. People try to hurt me. It's just meh. Nowhere in hell am I going to say that. It sounds too young. We are 42. We are not 20 something. So yeah, we're not talking to little kids. We're talking to adult people. So I guess there was an attempt on my life is what I am going to choose. Let me say thank you. As you can see, I am fine, completely fine in every way. As you can see, I managed to escape without injury. Fortunately, that attempt failed. Okay. I managed to escape without injury. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for several of our finest agents. Unfortunately, there were injuries and fatalities. At least 4 Secret Service agents were killed and several more were injured. I have been told that there were several casualties, including several fatalities. Okay. Am I? Okay. I am supposedly an oversharer, so I guess At least 4 secret agents were killed and 7 more were injured would be what the original one would say. I am guessing. And yeah, the one would be 222. How should I say this? Well, I'll choose this one. But rest assured that those responsible will be found. I'm confident that the FBI will be able to tell us more in the coming days. Will be found. Will be found. Okay. Americans are very nationalists, right? I am not. So yeah, let's end that. Done. The room erupts into a chorus of Mr. President, and I look through the crowd at the sea of raised hands. I point to one of them. So, what can you tell us about the bombing? Was it a suicide bomber? The attack used an autonomous vehicle. I point to another reporter. Mr. President, has anyone claimed responsibility for the attack? No. I point to another reporter. President Denton, there have been reports of injuries to others in the motorcade, including Senator Bloom. Do you have any news on their conditions? No one other than the secret agents was seriously hurt. Senator Bloom was treated at the scene. Yes, that is the information we have. Well, that senators were. We don't have that information at this time. Found another reporter. Mr. President, have any suspects been identified? I didn't ask. I didn't ask. God damn it! I didn't ask! Not at this time. I point to another reporter. Mr. President, this attack seems like a huge embarrassment for the Secret Service. What do you have to say to the men and women sworn to protect you? I am offended that you could make such a statement. It's a hard job, but I have every confidence in them. You're right. I'm disappointed that they were unable to secure the motorcade. I am offended that you couldn't make such a statement. Seriously. It's impossible to account for every possible scenario, but when the attack occurred, they did their job to protect me. There are moments of agreement as the reporter, red-faced, sits back down. Thank you. There are still plenty of hands up, but I've already answered 5 questions. I could probably end the conference without arousing too much suspicion. I'm sorry, but that's all I have time for right now. I don't have that much information. Thank you. I quickly leave the room and I am reunited with Agent Dana and Jonas in the hallway. Phew, that wasn't so bad. What do we... Oh my god, Charles, babe! Seriously, that's our husband? I look towards the end of the hall to see a man in a white sweater running towards me. The blue scarf around his neck threatens to unwind itself in his hurry. That must be my husband. Grab him and hug him? He must have the same idea because he runs into my arms and we wrap our arms around each other. Next to me, Agent Dana coughs and speaks in her cough. First gentleman, Lorenzo Denton, has arrived safely. Oh my god, you're okay! You're okay! He buries his face in my shoulder and starts sobbing. I know we've had problems, but I guess I just... Excuse me, I must be going. Mr. Hawkins, I'm sure you have somewhere to be. No, I mean, yes, I guess I need to go do a thing. Lorenzo and I watch him slink off after Agent Dana, glancing back at the two of us as he leaves. Sorry, I guess this was a wake-up call or something. I mean, I know there's risks with the job, but I never imagined I could lose you, and now I just... He shrugs against me. Calm down, Lorenzo. Calm down, please. I love you. Oh. Ah! This game. I'm not sure if I will be locked on his route if I say I love you back. Since we actually have a lover, namely Mr. Hawkins, James, there were probably some distances between these two. Oh God. I love you too. He squeezes me again before reluctantly letting me go. Do you have a briefing or something to attend now? I look around. The Secret Service agents are still there, maintaining a respectful distance. I don't see anyone else around. I guess not. Why? Can you just spend some time together? The love tinged with bitterness. It's a little running that it takes you almost time for us to... Shakes his head. Lorenzo takes my hand and squeezes it tightly before leading me up the stairs and into a bedroom. That was quick. Alright, we're barely through the door before his lips are on mine, arms around my neck, pulling me against him. Instinct takes over and I pull him against me, hands fumbling down his back and under his sweater, fingers dipping into the waistband of his slacks. Breaks, breathless, lips slick and eyes half-lidded. Yeah, I need you, baby. Yeah! Okay. I will be laughing quite a lot through this. I'm sorry. I tend to do that. He steps away almost reluctantly and tosses his glasses aside before pulling off his scarf. Well, thank you. He looks at me and smiles as he unzips and removes his sweater before starting to unbutton his shirt. The desire inside of me is suddenly overwhelming, and I growl and catch his hands, claiming his mouth before ripping his shirt open. He yelps, surprised, into my mouth as buttons fly everywhere, and I fumble with the button on his hands. Briefs? Okay. He steps back again, staring at me, and dropping to the floor, and I wonder for a moment if I've done something wrong. Then he's on me again, hands sliding under my shirt and up my back and everywhere, and I know he's as turned on as I am. Somehow he managed to make it seem bad, and he pushes me, so I fall backward onto it. He fumbles with my pants before pulling them down along with my underwear. I shudder involuntarily as the cool air hits me, my hands fumbling through his shoulders as I stare down at him, perched on the floor between my legs. He stares at me as it twitches and whimpers. God, I need you. He runs a finger up my length as it twitches again, staring up at me. What do you want? Anything. You. He nods before taking me in his mouth in one fell swoop down to the room. The yell I let out makes me sure someone is going to run the door down, but my hands find his hair and hold onto his curls for dear life. He's incredibly talented, although I admittedly don't have anything to compare it to, and soon I feel my orgasm welling up inside me. Lorenzo, I'm gonna... He stops then, releasing me with a pop. Lips slick again. I want you inside me. It's been so long. I swallow a knot and my cock twitches again, hitting his chin. He laughs and moves beside me on the bed, tugging at my suit jacket and helping me strip. It feels like it takes forever, layer after layer, infuriating layer. Layer after infuriating layer disappear under his hands before, at last, his fingers curl in my chest hair and his hands heavy. Yeah. He kisses me quickly, smiling before grabbing a bottle from beside the bed and handing it to me. I count my fingers impatiently and he moans when my fingers make contact. I prepare him as quickly as I can manage, and soon he's panting and thrusting back against the 3 fingers I have inside him. I am ready. I need you. I move into position, looming over him and staring into his eyes. He smiles and wraps his legs around my back. The way he looks at me is almost overwhelming. I kiss him instead, arms straining to hold myself up as he guides me, and I nudge against his entrance. He pushes back and I slip inside, and we both moan into each other's mouths. He's warm and tight and I can't stop myself from moving, filling him so quickly it seems I push the air out of his lungs. He yells, but it's filled with pleasure as his finger traces along the base where we're connected. My arms are shaking. I can take it, please, baby. I start thrusting as gently as I can manage, but his moans and the fingers on my back urge me to go faster, deeper. Yep, alright. Need to censor this. Thank you. Stop being able. I stop being able to hold back and pound into him roughly, setting a rhythm. He seems to encourage. His hands are all everywhere. His touch maddening, combined with the tightness around my cock. It isn't long before he cries out, and I can feel him contracting around me as streaks of his cum coats his chest and stomach. His hand finds my head and pulls me down, kissing me as I'm pushed over the edge. It feels like I'm floating, lost in some ethereal plane as I feel him thrusting more gently until even that sensation is too much. We stay like that for some uncountable period of time, lips locked, his arms wrapped around my back, and then he breaks and takes a deep breath and giggles. Sorry, just your beat was starting to tick. I slide out of him, wincing as I slip free and pull him against me. He tenses it. I'm a little disgusted right now. Disgusting. Covered in my own cum. I don't care. He smiles, rolls me onto my back and curls up with his head on my chest as I wrap my arms around him tightly. That was amazing. We sleep together most nights, and I guess we have sex, but not like this. Let me put on my underwear though. He quickly grabs his briefs and slips them on before curling up next to me again, happily, fingers tracing random patterns on my skin. Don't you want to clean yourself up though? Just asking. You're putting on your briefs while everything is still inside you. Okay. Do as you think you must. It's like how things used to be before you started burying yourself in your work and wait. He stops and his fingers are still. This is nice. I miss this. I just keep thinking back to last night. The entire time today, watching the news coverage, I kept thinking, What if that was the last thing I ever said to you? We don't know what he said, and no way in hell am I going to ask what was said before. So say it again and then say I love you. He's still filming. I love you too, but you're trying to avoid the point. He sighs. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring this up again, and I know the last time we had this conversation we just got upset with each other, but I guess today, when I thought for a moment I'd lost you, I actually lost you. It just put things into perspective about us and how I feel about you. For some reason, despite not possessing Charles' memories, I feel a sense of closeness to Lorenzo that seems to extend beyond the normal sexual afterglow. Although how do I even know what normal is? Yeah, thank you. I was about to say. Despite not remembering any of our pasts together, it somehow feels right for him to be alive. Problems, we should talk about them. No, let's talk about us. I can't imagine my life without you. I want to work out any issues we're having. I can't imagine my life without? Seriously, I do not know what this is supposed to mean. If it is without, sure, I will choose that option. If it is anything else, yeah, let's save and pick that option. Okay, no, that's good. That's a bit of a weird statement for you, though I... That's still nice to know. No. Yes, I'm doing. No, let's talk about it. About us. Okay, I guess I'll start. I guess I look back at the past few years and back to when we first met, and we've been growing apart, Charles, and I know it's hard for you to admit, but things have been different between us. Lately, it's been feeling like we're just going through the motions, you know? Like I had this facade to keep up as first gentleman and all, and not even just lately. Before you even were serious about running, it felt like that spark was gone. And now it's back. Well, at least the sex was different. Maybe we both were freaked out about your near-death experience. It's been a long time since we had sex like that. Passionately. And it's not just the sex. Like, I know you're, well, emotionless isn't the right word because I know you love me and everything, but you don't express your feelings, especially lately, when it feels like you've been burying yourself in work even more than usual. I know a lot of that is being president and all, and maybe it's selfish of me, but I guess I just wish you showed me, you know? Like if you went out of your way to spend time with me or something. I don't know. It's not selfish, I'm sorry, I'll try hard. That's a little selfish, but it's also completely reasonable to want. Can I just save before every option? So many of Lorenzo improves. So many save slots. That's not selfish. I'm sorry. I'll try harder. I don't want you to change for me, babe. But I just need to feel like I matter. I guess. You're always so matter of factual. I remember they had to stop letting you talk to families after failed surgeries. Wow. But that's also what I love about you, and I guess that's what the public loves about you too. That's why you got selected. Before silent. Remember when you adopted Molly? I remember you hated dogs, and when I found her abandoned in the snowbank, you were ready to just drop her off and pound. And then I guess you felt sorry for her and started thinking of her as one of your patients or something, because you washed and tried her, and then were putting up lost dog posters taking her to the vet, and now you won't dream of getting rid of her. I guess that was the first time you really bonded over something. It wasn't each other. When we first brought Jonas in, it felt like an important change, you know? Like it'd help us break that rut we were in. And it did. For a while, you just seemed so excited about sex again, and about me, even if it meant there was something, sometimes three of us. But then you were back to your routine, our routine, and then it felt like I somehow was getting even less of you because I had to compete with him. Are you jealous of Jonas? Maybe this attack was a blessing for us, and being president wasn't easy. Are you jealous of Jonas? No, that's not what I meant, but I see why it came across that way. I don't regret bringing in Jonas because I never doubt the way you feel about me, if that makes any sense. And it truly was mutual. It was a mutual decision, but you didn't pressure me at all. But I feel like you just was an attempt at fixing things, and it worked for a bit, but then everything just went back to normal. I guess I'm afraid that right now, with this fear still fresh for both of us, things feel good again. And I'm worried that it won't last, and I still feel really selfish that this isn't even a problem for me. You're a good husband. You've always cared about me, and I don't ever doubt your feelings for me, but I want to feel that spark again. Okay. He definitely wants to spend more time with me. Yes, I got that. Like, tell me what you want me to do. It sounds so distant. Like it's an assignment you want to finish. And finish like your teacher wants you to. So it just comes across as weird to ask that. I'll make more time for you. I appreciate the offer, but let's be honest here. Time isn't a problem. I know you're busy, but it's not just about that. Okay, can I go back up? I'll stand with that. Tell me what you want me to do. I don't know, which is maybe why this is so hard. I know you like logical steps and solutions, but relationships don't work that way. I can't ask you to be more passionate, and nothing in our relationship is wrong. It just doesn't feel like it is to me. But I guess just maybe today made me realize that even if we're in this routine that I wish was different, at least I have you. The story is great. And maybe that's enough. I've got goosebumps all over. Might be because of the colds air that is coming in. But enough shouldn't be enough. I'm crazy about you. I want you to know that. Okay. But enough shouldn't be enough. Well, I guess I'm saying I'll try to make it enough, but I'm glad you think so. Sorry, I guess this wasn't that useful of a talk, but maybe it will at least make both of us continue to think about this. I'm glad to see politics hasn't changed you, though. You're still authentic, honest. Maybe a little too honest sometimes. Oh. Should I be honest and tell him I'm at home? Should I be? That would ruin everything. But I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. He looks up at me, staring into my eyes as if searching for something. Okay, maybe you should get the doctor to see you again, because it's not like you to make the short thing out. He rolls out of my embrace and stands at the side of the bed. Please? I think I need a shower, but please get yourself examined again. I know they probably need you for breathing or something now, but I'm worried about you. As if on cue, there's a knock. Lorenzo disappears into the bathroom while I crack the door open and peer around it. Sorry, sir, but Agent Dana is asking for you. But didn't have the effect I wished I had. But it had. Okay, let's go back and use the option. Yes, I'll use that. They probably need me for some proving or something. This is ruining the mood! He nods. They probably do. He looks up at me and smiles. But thank you for this. I hope this will happen again soon, but I understand. He kisses me tenderly and rolls out of bed. As if on cue, there's a knock on the door. Lorenzo disappears into the bathroom while I crack the door open and peer around. Sorry, sir, but Agent Dana is asking for you. I quickly get dressed and head out to the hallway. Sorry to interrupt. It's okay, I was expecting this anyway. A strange sense of dread settles over me as I follow him down these stairs. Agent Dana is waiting near the elevator. She nods at the two of us as we approach. I have something we must discuss about the attack, Mr. President, in private. I'll leave you two alone then. Jones walks off while I pile into the elevator with Agent Dana and a couple of Secret Service agents. Their presence somehow only makes me feel even more nervous. We end up in the same underground hallway as before. The Secret Service agents stand and wait by the elevator while I follow Agent Dana down the hallway. The doctors in charge of your program have expressed some concern about you after your performance today. Why? Follow her into a familiar hospital room. She closes the door behind me. You might want to sit down first. My sense of dread grows into a paralyzing fear, and I catch myself staring at the closed door, wondering if I can make my way past her. You're going to kill me. You don't need me anymore, so now you're going to kill me. No! She stops, seeming having surprised even herself with her outburst. No, this would have been easier if you had President Denton's memory, but let me try to explain. The cloning program was designed to produce clones that have an expiration date, if you will. It started out as an unforeseen side effect of the rapid aging process, but was deemed to be a desirable quality. I'm sure you can understand why having two Charleses walking around would be problematic at best, and you were intended only as a short-term replacement for the president, not a permanent one. This was not even a day, you know. However, given there were already issues in the process, where his memories were not properly implanted, the doctors aren't sure how your body will degrade and whether that will take less time than the expected 48 hours. We think it's best that you stay here until your time's up, as no one is sure how your body will deteriorate. It should avoid any issues with the press. Wow. Wow. This is also an ethical question. What you've thrown at me. Game developers. I don't know who of you played Detroit Become Human, but this is basically on the same level as choosing the peaceful option and the violent one. This won't get me far. There are secret agents at the elevator, and it's probably the only way out. So they will kill me on sight. No problem saying. She doesn't seem to have any weapons, but she is a special agent, so she is probably trained in combat, while I am not. So I'm not sure if I can even take her hostage. This one is me accepting that I am a human being, even as a clone, and having the will to wish to live. It is legitimate, and I totally understand it, and it's probably the option I will choose. And this is me basically being a robot and accepting this is the life I lived all my life, so I will accept anything my human master tells me to. So this is staying within my program. This is the human side, being alive, and this is the angry outburst. I saved her before. Please help me along. She stares at me in silence for a few moments. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. You simply weren't designed to. She stops staring at me for a second. Excuse me, I'll have a turn. She leaves, locking the door behind her as I sit on the bed and stare. After what feels like hours, the door clicks open as Dana walks through. I find myself staring at myself. It seems only fair that you two meet. We stare at each other, neither willing to speak for a long time. I'm sorry. I know that doesn't help, but let me try to explain. When I became president, one of the top secret projects that came to my attention was an attempt to clone someone and age them to the same age as the original donor. It was pitched as a military tool. Can you imagine planting perfect copies of foreign agents in their governments, gathering information and then returning it? That application was terrifying to me. I knew that spying was part of the duties of the government, but creating someone for that purpose, I was ready to shut the program down, but the science behind it fascinated me. I thought, Evans, that the person could consent to the procedure and understand subsequently why they were there, it would be okay. The only reasonable candidates were myself, a set number of agents, such as Special Agent Dana here, or the secrets, the scientists. After all, it was top secret. But I didn't feel right making the decision for anyone else, or letting them make that decision, so the only person I thought made sense was me. I still felt like I needed to justify it somehow, so what about continuity of government in cases where I was alive and well? But the public and the press might question my fitness. never occurred to me that there could be issues, that you could wake up without those memories and that knowledge of why, or that you would be afraid to die afterward, which seems so obvious to me now that I was blinded by my fascination. But thank you for your performance today and for everything you have done. I know now that this was a mistake and I'll fix that mistake. You're the first and you'll be the last. I don't have the right to bring life into the world like this, even if it's me. One does. He falls silent again. And I understand. But I slip a ring off my finger and hand it to him. Know how much Lorenzo loves you. Us. Everything's right with him. He takes it from me, staring at it, before quickly slipping it on his finger. I would like to be left alone now. Of course, you should rest, Mr. President. I watched them leave together before lying back on the bed. Soon, I feel my heart beat, becoming erratic, and my vision starts blurring. And then the world goes black. I know there's been some speculations about President Denton's condition over the past few days, following the medical issue, following his press conference. However, he has been declared well enough today to resume his duties, and he is here to address all of you, Mr. President. Thank you, Jonas. I wanted to address the speculation and rumors about my recovery and subsequent medical issues that occurred hours after the attack. The truth is, I was injured in the attack. A dedicated team of surgeons and doctors worked furiously to save my life. The person who spoke to you days ago at the press conference was a clone of myself, intended to serve as a temporary replacement in events where I was temporarily incapacitated. The room suddenly full of voices, seemingly yelling over each other. Please, let me finish. I will take all questions shortly. I know this may seem like something out of science fiction, but the program was started by the previous administration. As a man of science myself, I found the idea interesting and I authorized its continuance as well as the potential of its use in events such as this one. However, there were issues with the process. It did not go as planned in the result. He helped me realize that this was an unethical line of research. I take responsibility for any decision around the program, and I realize now that it was a mistake. So today I ordered the program to be discontinued. I will now take questions. Mr. President, President Denton, you helped change Charles's mind. The end. Oh my god. So there are 12 possible endings. Thanks for showing that again. And you can sleep with your husband or your lover. Apparently. 12 endings, but I only see 6. Am I imagining things? 6 endings, I'm sorry. 12 endings was a different game. Another game. 6 endings. So one is probably you lived. One is you didn't change his mind. Or you accepted your fate, I don't know. One is, well, you were killed. One is probably you were discovered. Okay. He changed his mind. You were killed. You were discovered. You accepted your fate. 4. And what's the other 2? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. If you liked it, leave a comment. Tell me if you want to see this again. I don't know. I will try to get a different outcome, I guess. That's it for today. I'll see you another time. Bye bye.